G'day guys, it's Roy here, how's it going? Bringing another commentary. This time, thought I could kind of talk about the this whole YouTube thing and, you know, the Call of Duty community and that type of thing, and put my 2 cents in about it. I think the whole YouTube community is kind of good and bad. Like, I just think that there's so much trolling and so much negativity out there, just for no reason, for absolutely no reason. I mean, you know, it's like a lot of things. You know, people are kind of jealous about other people's success, and you know, so they try to put other people down and things like that. But I just don't think it's necessary to be like that. You know, unless someone is legitimately being stupid, or you know, doing things the wrong way, or you know, taking advantage of the system, then there's no real need to be negative. And you know, like a perfect example is Wings of Redemption, and like, I know that so many people hate him, you know, and he has his moments where I don't agree with what he's doing at all, but you know, I don't mind him as a commentator, and you know, you're allowed to think what you want, but you know, personally, I think, you know, he seems like a pretty down-to-earth guy, and you know, he takes what he does seriously and doesn't like to lose, and you know, he probably takes it over the top a little bit with you know, with some of the things he does, but you know, in general, I think he's a good-hearted guy, and you know, I think people just hate on him way too much for things that he's done in the past and things like that. And you know, okay, you know, I'm not really going to experience too much hate, because at the moment I've got 16 subscribers and like 95% of them are my friends. So you know, it's I'm not really going to experience too much of that. But you know, I just don't like the way people can be so negative over something that doesn't really require them to have any real input in general. You know, it stems a lot from you know, immature people being involved. You know, the majority of the community is, I would say, 15 and under, and you know, I cannot believe at how many young children play this game. And now that I'm a father, there was no way that I would let my child play this game until you know, I think that he or she is ready. You know, okay, maybe my kid's 12 years old and a really mature 12-year-old, then maybe in that case I'd think about it. But hearing these little 8-year-old squeakers on, you know, with their microphones, talking trash to other people in the games, I just think is just the saddest thing ever. And if I was the parent of that child, I would be just taking the PlayStation or Xbox away and never giving it back, because that's not how I want my child to grow up. Just, you know, talking shit about other people just for no reason. And I mean, it's not just kids that do it. I mean, it's amazing. You know, like I've said in many other games, you know, I don't claim to be the best player. I don't post amazing scores, you know, anything like that. But you know, I usually, you know, finish within the top 2 or 3 in the leaderboard after the games, provided I'm not playing with all my beastly friends who tend to do a hell of a lot better than me. And you know, I would say that I'm a little bit above average, and yeah, but the amount of messages that I get sent after, you know, winning a game and beating up on some other people, just the amount of messages calling me a dickhead, an asshole, camper, pussy, you know, all these horrible things just for playing the game. I never said a word to them, but you know, because they lost, they feel it necessary to just talk trash to me, and it's just absolutely incredible. You know, I would never talk trash to anybody else unless they gave me a legitimate reason. And to be honest, like, I've you know, I've given out my fair share of trash, but that's because, you know, somebody's started giving it to me, and you know, okay, it's not always the best to retaliate and all that sort of thing, but you know, I'm a mature adult, and I'm not going to stand there and take shit from a 10-year-old, like, just for nothing, you know, just for playing the game and not playing like a douchebag. I mean, I don't run around noob tubing or, you know, camping in the corner, laying down on the ground for the entire fucking game, and, you know, doing those just disgraceful things that people do in these games. And, you know, like, I mean, I like the fact that Call of Duty is such a popular game because, you know, it means that there's so many people to play against, and, you know, it's always different and things like that, but it'd be nice to kind of go back to, you know, when Call of Duty wasn't quite so big, because, you know, there wouldn't be so much of the shit that goes along with it, you know, and, I don't know, it's all just a big shambles, if you ask me. People take this so seriously, like, so much more serious than it needs to be. And I mean, it's like a lot of the commentators say it's just a video game, and you know, it's so true. It's like, I cannot stress how true that is. And I mean, I get frustrated with this game just as much as anybody else, and I don't like dying just as much as anybody else, and I don't like losing either. And you know, when I'm playing, I'm going out there to win. I'm not trying to, you know, just, I mean, okay, sometimes I'm out there just to muck around and test out guns and, you know, things like that, but, you know, 9.8 times out of 10, I'm trying to win, and, you know, because I'm a relatively competitive person, and, you know, I come from a competitive background, so, you know, I don't like losing, and, so I'm trying to win, but, you know, I'm not going to play dirty and, you know, just hack and, you know, camp in the corner with a noob tube and things like that. You know, I don't know, it's weird. I struggle to understand how, you know, the game's gotten to this point where, you know, it's just it's taken to a whole new level, you know, whole new level of seriousness, whole new level of hacking just to be better, and you know, it's terrible. And you know, these people have ruined, you know, World at War, and they've ruined Modern Warfare 2, just by playing like douchebags. And, you know, okay, a lot of people don't like World at War, and I never really played it that much, but what I played of it, I liked it. But, you know, it's impossible to get into a decent game without it, you know, being a hacked lobby or, you know, modded controllers, and I don't know, it's the whole work. Like, it's terrible. It's really terrible. It's not, you know, it's not fair anymore. It's like sports people using steroids. You know, okay, maybe that's a bad analogy, but I don't know. I think there's a bit of truth to it, because, you know, it's not fair. You know, it's an unfair advantage to people that try to play it normal. And you know, I don't know. I guess it just comes with the majority of the community being, you know, being young and immature, and, you know, not really knowing how to take things. And I don't know. I mean, like, at the end of the day, this game is an 18-plus game, you know, and yet so many 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds play this game. I mean, they wouldn't make it a game for 18-year-olds and over for no reason. You know? But, you know, people are going to try and dodge the system the whole time, and, you know, yeah, it's quite frustrating, being that, you know, I guess I'm one of the few older people that actually play this game, and, you know, by older I don't really consider myself that old, but when you think about how many young people play this game, you know, I'm like a grandfather. And it's kind of sad, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, that's a saying that I use quite a lot, actually. It is what it is, and I'm not the type of guy that gets overly worked up about things. I have my moments like anybody, but I think I'm quite a easygoing, calm, positive type of person generally. So I don't know. It's all fairly frustrating. But yeah, so this video has come to an end, and I guess I've rambled on a little bit, but I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, tell me what you think about it, and as always, have a good day or night, depending on where you are, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Catch you.